What's going on YouTube? What's going on YouTube? Welcome to Life of Cletus. If it's your first time to this channel, my name is CLETUS Seldin. I am a world-ranked professional boxer who has a interesting hobby outside the ring where I have a crazy collection, which is my Funko Pop collection. I recently just got into some SH figuarts, some hot toys, and in today's video I actually want to go over all of the San Diego Comic-Con and New York Comic-Con Funko Pops that were from Dragon Ball Z or Dragon Ball Z Super in 2018. Let's go. Alright guys, so for you guys who don't know, and I'm going to help you real quick, if you guys collect SH figuarts and you are deciding to collect Funko Pops, whew, I feel bad for you because there are a crazy amount of Dragon Ball Z Funko Pops on their way. Funko has finally realized that there is an actual craze and a well-known culture of individuals who will do whatever they can to collect these things. The Dragon Ball Z Funko Pops in the second half of 2018 has taken the world by storm. The Funko Pop actually collecting world by storm. Before San Diego Comic-Con this year, there was only actually one released figure. It was a 2-pack. There was Gotenks and something else. It's an exclusive. I got it in storage. Whatever. That was the only one that was released, and it was back in April 2018. I didn't even collect Dragon Ball Z Funko Pops yet. I didn't even watch Dragon Ball Z until after I found out by doing a little research over one figure for San Diego Comic-Con that I was like, wow, I need that in my life. I had no idea the story was like this. I need to start watching the show. And the reason why I made that video was get to know your San Diego Comic-Con exclusive Funko Pops. Majority of you guys who've been here for quite a while actually remembered me making that video. I would actually take out all the exclusives that were coming out that year and go over and review them because sometimes you know Pops, sometimes you don't know. And it was easier for me to do that. I did that with the first wave of Dragon Ball Z. Whew, look what happened. Yeah. Now, with that being all mentioned, there was never a wave to be released until the second part of 2018. Now, there's already, I don't even know, there is a second wave coming at the end. There was nothing but crazy exclusives that were announced. There was a Beerus, a Flock Beerus, and amazing craziness that took at the end of 2018, and now going in to 2019, the entire Funko Pop collecting and majority world knows that these Funko Pops here are very valuable and very sought after. To the point where even if you're not a Funko Pop collector or a collector in general and you see a line, you're going to line up. To the point where if you go to a hot topic or you go to an exclusive that is being released, people who don't normally collect that line will start collecting that line and start reselling that line. The Dragon Ball Z Funko Pop craze is off the charts. I have never met or been part of a individual group like I am with the Dragon Ball Z Funko Pop group that I'm part of, who does not take new members in, because I know a lot of people ask. Crazy. I gotta put that there. You know why? These people are so excited to waffle their pops, buy the pops at a con, pick them up, just so you can resell them and post them all over the web and feel as if they're part of the community. It's crazy. I see it every day. I love being part of the group. I love getting my knowledge from them, but seeing them pick up an item and get it from a con and be like, yes, look what I got. I got this for this group to give it a waffle, to give it away in a raffle for 3 times the price or 5 times the price or past market value. Yes, I am so excited to sell myself out. Problem is that the people who collect these are around my age, from early 30s and a little bit up, but then I didn't realize until recently that their show's still going on with Dragon Ball Super, so it's bringing in a whole new audience. It's unflocking real. So let's get into it right now. I don't know how I make these top 5 videos into 20 minutes each time. Unreal. I like sharing my knowledge with you. That's what it really is. So we're going to go over from value. And that's probably the best way to do it. Starting at a value from the 2018 waves, we are going to go with, I basically already noticed, we have Dead Yamcha from San Diego Comic-Con 2018. This character was, like I said before, was one of the first characters that I went and reviewed, and I said, what the heck is this talking about? What are we talking about here? What are we talking about? Dead Yamcha, what is this? Why is this even a thing? Researched it, fell in love with it. Yeah, that's how crazy it got for me. I love the show. I did get up to this episode where this happens. And I don't know why so many people are so like, Yamcha, everybody hates him. To me, he was set and it was like a suicide mission and he was killed. I get it. Stuff happens. I don't know why people making memes and making fun of this character. I do like the fact that Funko did come up with this memorable pose, which I had no idea at the time. I can be honest with you. I'm not going to act like I know what the hell I'm talking about in a video where you guys can kill me. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to tell you right now, I had no idea at the time. But I was amazed by the pose that they actually did for a figure. The only other laying down figure that we got at the time is the stupid Deadpool and the Jurassic Park one. This figure wasn't as hard to obtain at the time, and during New York Comic Con, it was a Hot Topic exclusive, and you were able to get it for $15 usually. There was big issues at that con that we will be talking about, and the next con as well. Dead Yamcha, let's talk about his value. Dead Yamcha is valued at $20. Next up on the list is a disappointing pop, because I can't believe he's number 2 on this list, or number 4, which is very sad because this pop sold out right away, couldn't get it online, but because of the reselling market of the non-collectors has drove the price actually downwards. If the collectors for these figures actually stayed and kept the collecting part intact, they would see that this pop would actually rise. If people are going to go out there, buy these 3 to 5 of them during a con, and then just resell them for double your money, you're a flocking loser. I'm not playing that game. If I was going to resell my items, I'm looking for 5 times the value. I don't know what's wrong with you people. It's 15 bucks. Keep it, hold it. This is Broly. Super Saiyan Broly. They have officially announced that there is going to be a 6-inch one. Finally. Get the scale. We like that. This is a San Diego Comic-Con with this San Diego Comic-Con 2018 sticker that I was able to get at the booth for San Diego Comic-Con last year. It was one hell of a time. Had the best experience you could possibly ever get. On the back here, though, you will notice that there is the actual newest wave that's coming out. Yeah, the newest wave is on the back here. This wave, not there yet. I wonder if that was supposed to be a regular exclusive that got failed and then got on here. The Funko theories are just going to never end nowadays. But we got the second wave. And this is pop number 402. That was $397. This was the first introduction to Broly. This pop was so more hype because if you knew if you can grab them, if you were thinking long term, that during the Broly movie coming out, this pop would skyrocket, and none of that happened. But Broly's on here. He's not valued too high like I mentioned. He's actually going to be valued at $35. So Broly from San Diego Comic-Con 2018 is valued at $35. He's a $50 pop. Easy. It's a $50 pop. I don't know what you guys are doing. I can't believe this one. Oh my God. This next pop was the most sought after pop and overhyped pop that will ever be made of. Before the con even took place, people were buying it up to $500 on eBay. Somebody even offered me $200 if I can get one from them at the con. It was getting so out of hand and so crazy that everybody was in search of this one figure. And then San Diego Comic-Con Day releases, folks. And it was the biggest international release for the figures that has ever taken place on the same day as the con, to where this $500 figure is now valued at, did that say 38 bucks? Oh my God. The gold chrome Toy Tokyo exclusive Super Saiyan Vegeta number 154 from San Diego Comic-Con 2018 with the Toy Tokyo exclusive sticker, limited. This was the fall and the official fall for Chrome figures overall. Yes, they had some good hype with having the Batmans, or even having the international release of the Infinity War ones. But it all ended there. When you got this, then you got the Flash and Batman and Wonder Woman stuff coming out. It just made no sense. And then this, produced all over the gosh darn world, that the company, not even the people, have released this thing on the same day as San Diego Comic-Con all over the damn world, that this thing has dropped down to $38, a $500 pop. I can't believe, and you'll never see it again, of a pop figure being so hyped and so pumped up for, just to find out it's basically a regular exclusive from GameStop. Unfucking real. I gotta get this thing far away from me. I still like it. It has no sense made. Holy hell. Which then brings in this motherfucker. Oof. Oof. Remember when I told you guys how the community, they just buying this stuff to pick it up and just resell it? Nobody's actually holding. Am I the only guy holding on to these pops? Because next up, we got the Toy Tokyo New York Comic Con exclusive Super Saiyan Vegeta 154. It was basically about this time that nobody had rehyped and re-energized for this particular style of Chrome figures. We're probably going to get a green one from Emerald City Comic Con. Hopefully. I'm hoping that they get one. Because them continuing the process of, not them, the community continuing the process of overhyping these characters or molds or figures that they think is something special and rare, which really isn't. At the end of the day, this 154 is the same as this 154, but a different color. Us completists do want to have them all for a collection, but for the rest of them, they're only picking these up to resell them. It's said that a New York Comic Con exclusive pop that you can only get at the con at the time before they release in the lottery is only valued at $42. $42. How are we living this? It's New York Comic Con exclusive. You can't even, not even shared. It's not even shared. 42 bucks. Next. One of my favorites. That comes in with, where are we at? I didn't even put 5. I don't know what number this is. I didn't even add them up to see how many is actually going to be in here. But next up, we have the one and only, the best figure that I thought that came out of any of the cons because of the sculpt, the mold, the new style that we have not gotten. You'll see what I'm talking about in the next ones that I show you. That we've never gotten before. It's a 6-inch figure, which should be a 10-inch figure. Definitely would pick that up. Definitely pick up a 10-inch Great Ape Vegeta. Myself at the time, I didn't know too much about him. But then, I got to know a lot about him. Woo! That scene is so cool. Those episodes are so awesome. Unfucking real. I love it. I love it. I want some more of it. I love that. This is the one with the New York Comic Con exclusive sticker. It's a 6-inch Funko Pop. It is number 434 in the animation line, and it's part of the Dragon Ball Z line. This was from 2018 New York Comic Con, and a big issue again. Remember how I talked about that Broly figure? Well, the same thing happened with this one if you were in store at Hot Topic. What happens at these cons is most stores maybe get around 15 of these. Maybe. Sometimes 12, sometimes 10. If you go to GameStop, it's even worse. Anyways, if you went there and you were even the 4th online, there's a chance that you did not get one of these because the people in front of you bought the max capacity of whatever they were able to get. Ugh. That is the worst. And I'm going to tell you why. Because for a 6-inch Funko Pop, it cost over $10 to actually ship this. And these 6-inch pops at cons, exclusives or share exclusives, go for about 30 bucks. Add on 10 bucks, it's $40. Plus you need to package it up. Plus you got to waste your time and ship it. People, do not buy these kind of figures, these 6-inch figures, in bulk. It's a lesson learned. Same thing with the 10-inch pops. They sell for 50 bucks. It costs $12 to ship it, and it costs $30 to buy it. Not to mention the time and energy to go through everything to get it out of your life. Yeah, better off just returning to the store. This pop here, like I mentioned, loved it. I can't wait for them to actually make a flocked version of this, which possibly could be on the rise. 6-inch flocked Funko Pop. I don't think they've ever made that. I'm down for this. This is actually valued at 47 bucks. Think about it. $7 profit if you bought this. Stop reselling these things and stop buying them in bulk. Ruin it for everybody else. Sucks. Alright. Getting some cool ones now. Alright, coming up at number 2. It was a con exclusive, so I kind of added to them, and I did, well, the next 2 technically con exclusive, but they don't say con like San Diego Comic Con, New York Comic Con, but you got them at the con booth. Like, people had to wait online, they had to win a lottery to get there. This was a pretty cool one too, because you had a choice to buying it as a regular exclusive, or you could pay an extra few bucks and get it signed by the actual actor himself, which is pretty cool, right? The line every single day was off the charts, and if you ever talk to RJ, Robert Kinzel, who has a YouTube channel, he had to go through that line, and he had people asking him every few steps, hey, you buying 2? Hey, you buying 2? Yes, I am. It was crazy. And that is this one right here. The over 9,000 Majin Vegeta. I'm going to point this out. I started watching the Dragon Ball Z series, and Frieza, he has 1 million power level. How do we go from just a few episodes from 9,000 being like, oh my god, he's over 9,000, to 1 million? Put that out there. The Majin Vegeta Funko Pop, number 445, that was released during New York Comic Con 2018, that you could only get at their over 9,000 booth. Lucky for me, I knew a few people. The guy who actually brought me in was a huge collector as well, and knew myself, and we were able to get this one here. It is the first of its kind. It's our first time getting a Majin Vegeta. I don't know anything about the Dragon Ball Majin series and the Buu series, but I know this was the first one because I do have all of the Dragon Ball Z Funko Pops pre-19. I don't know if I'm going to go further on. Again, this was part of the over 9,000 booth, and you can only get it from that booth until the day Christopher Sabbath posted on Twitter and Instagram. I think it was just Twitter, and people just reposted on Instagram. that the over9000.com website is going to be doing a major release of this Funko Pop at a certain time and a certain day. At this point of the Funko Pop collecting days, which wasn't too long ago, there was nothing but bots that have been erupting on the actual collectors of Funko Pops. We've seen it recently on the Funko Shop, seen it on some other websites like Hot Topic, even Toy Tokyo. And then this website, over 9000, gets crushed. And I mean crushed. Whatever they had in stock sold so fast. I think it sold out in less than a minute. And just so many repetitive entries that went into the same household because of the damn bots totally just erupt. I don't blame Christopher Sabbath, even though so many people have written so many nasty things to him, that you people are out of your goddamn mind. The actual value for the Majin Vegeta 2018 New York Comic Con exclusive that was shared with the over 9000 booth signed is valued at $140. Be careful with this. If I was you guys, I would never even buy one without having that signature on there. There's a lot of fakes going on out there. Please don't pick one up. There's different ways you can tell. One is inside, I don't know, probably can't kick it up here, but on the actual pop itself, box, the art is a little messed up. There's a straight line instead of a curved one. So dumb, so stupid. Dragon Ball Z, they love making fakes. Let's get to number one. Even if it wasn't number one, I still was going to add number one. Because it's value the same as how much that is. Actually, cancel that. I'm using Stash, not PPG. I flopped up. Alright, boys and girls. The most expensive and rarest Funko Pop from San Diego Comic Con and New York Comic Con, they had nothing at Emerald City Comic Con 2018, is the one and only, and I'll learn how to say it because I heard Frieza say it in the episode, Whis. Whis is the actual character. This is the metallic Whis, number 317, which is the same number as the common one that was released in, I don't know what year, probably, it was part of the hit series, so 2017 it was actually released. This pop here, for you guys who've been watching my channel forever, and I'm going to inform the new ones, this pop here was the hardest Funko Pop to actually get for San Diego Comic Con 2018. I was one of like 30 people to be able to get this. The line of collectors, you guys can watch the third highest video on my channel. It's when collectors attack or something. Check it out. I'll leave it at the end of the video. Click on it. It's freaking unreal. The Funimation booth at San Diego Comic Con was crazy. To get into the Funimation booth for this Funko Pop, because it was sold at Funimation, you had to walk around the booth till they get in. They ran no lottery system. So on the first day of this all happening, it was a total mind flock. We walked around the booth. I was playing Jaws music, hanging out with everybody, signing some autographs, taking pictures, signed some gloves even, signed some posters from the actual Funko movie. And we did that for like an hour, maybe an hour and a half, until they finally opened it. And when they finally opened that motherflocker, everybody pushed in as if it was from the 300 movie, and I somehow sneaked my way in, which people, again, have wrote on Reddit or Funko fanatic groups of how upset they were that I got in unflocking real. I was one of 30 people to get in that day to be able to pick up one of these figures. As I was waiting online, what I do, I slipped in some small guys, like, hey, you want in? Boom. And then I slipped in my photographer as well. So, with that being said, we were able to add a, you knew I was going to do it, a second one of these. Yeah. The rarest and hardest Funko Pop to get at San Diego Comic Con was these metallic Whis Pops. It was such a pain in the butt. As soon as I got in, there was no more lines that day. They canceled everything. So they went that day and added a lottery system. So anybody who wanted to be in the Funimation booth lottery system had to go upstairs and wait. And I seen a line over 1,000 people waiting to see if they can be entered in the lottery system. Guarantee they'll have the same lottery system moving up into 2019 because that was freaking crazy, ridiculous, insane. People, right as soon as I got this into our bags, some motherfucker comes up to us and says, what? Hey man, you think I could buy these from you? Come on, you don't want them? The guy had like 10 of them in his bag. He was like a hoarder of these. I've then seen him post on Facebook group, and I didn't even get into it. But the actual value for these metallic Whis Funko Pop, Whis, excuse me, I heard Frieza say it, it's Whis, is valued at 148 bucks. These were the hardest and rarest Funko Pops to actually get from the con. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you got to experience any of those stories or you're excited to see some new ones coming up in 2019. Hit that subscribe button. Let me know which one's your favorite, again. And if you, whatever it is, I gotta get out of here. Hammer out. Boom.